Gillian, thank you very much for your time. What is the climate change bill and how is that affecting your job at the moment?
Okay, well, the climate change bill has come in from central government. In fact, if it comes through and it's fully ratified, it will be the UK will be the first country in the world to actually have a climate change bill. And basically, it's setting a specific target for us to try and reduce our carbon dioxide emissions within the UK.
Now, you work in the local authority in the council, I suppose. How does that affect you?
But the climate change bill affects us because within our local authority in Warwickshire and the county as a whole, we've got to try and reduce our emissions in basically in tune with the climate change bill. So what we're working to is the Warwickshire climate change strategy, which, like the climate change bill, looks at a 60% reduction in carbon dioxide emissions, looking against 1990 levels, but by 2050.
How on earth do you go about reducing carbon footprints by 60% in a local authority?
Well, that's the one positive thing. It's not just a local authority, it's everyone who works, acts and plays in Warwickshire. Anyone who's got anything to do in the Warwickshire area can get involved. So we've got an active partnership. We've got 103 partners at the moment who are working with us to try and to do just this. We've got 48 different projects that we're running in our action plan as part of the strategy, and our partnership is really quite active across the whole of the county.
So when it comes to reducing carbon footprints, what sort of measures are you telling, what are you telling people to do?
Okay, well, we've got 5 main themes for the strategy, and one of those is energy. We've also got transport, resource efficiency, which looks at waste and recycling mainly, also adaptation, and then communications and education. But if you're talking about the general population of Warwickshire, one of the big campaigns we've got is an energy and a communications campaign, and it's called Switch It Off, and it's trying to get people to switch off items of equipment that they've left on standby. Apparently we waste 8% of our energy leaving things on standby. So if anyone thinks about their typical electricity bill that they've got, slash 8% off that, so you've wasted that probably leaving things on standby.
How can you measure if that's working?
Well, we've actually, with part of this campaign, we've had central networks on board to actually see whether we could actually get people to switch things off. Okay, we only did it on one day. We had a big switch off on the Friday, the 2nd of November last year, but this was across Warwickshire, Worcestershire and Coventry, and we managed to get a reduction of 74 megawatts, which to the sort of a normal person on the street doesn't mean much, but if you equate that into things that we do understand, it's equivalent to switching off 15,416 3-bedroomed detached houses fully lit for a year.
Wow, Gillian, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much.